Join me with some tzedakah. And I want to ask you a question. How is the train ride going? How do you enjoy the journey, the trip? Now, what am I talking about? At year end, we're going for a tour, a train ride, with many different stations, different compartments, first class, second class, stations that we just stop for a few moments, other train stations we stop for a little while, but we're all going in the same direction, and we're all going to arrive at the same time. Now, if you wonder what I'm talking about, let me explain. The Rebbe gives this image, how the entire experience of the preparation to Rosh Hashanah, to the New Year, and the whole experience of the high holidays, including Sukkot and Simchat Torah, and he uses this image of a train ride with different stations. When you are at the train station, embarking on your trip, finally you're settled in, you hear the sound of the conductor. He gives a big whistle. That's the shofar. The shofar which started on the beginning of the month of Elul. From Elul till Rosh Hashanah, every day the conductor is whistling and telling us, we're on a train, we're on a travel, we're journeying. So the first station is Rosh Chodesh Elul. And this is going to be for 40 days. From the beginning of Elul until Yom Kippur is one trip kind of a thing. It's one concept. This is the time of where we reconnect the general good feeling of purpose of being on this train, going home, going to God, returning to God, returning home. These are the 40 days which we know correspond to when Moshe Rabbeinu was up in heaven and received the second set of tablets and total and complete forgiveness for the Jewish people for the sin of the golden calf they made. So Rosh Chodesh Elul, the beginning of the month of Elul, is station, let's call it station Elul. Then we have the second station, Chai Elul, the 18th day of Elul, from when until Rosh Hashanah. From the 18th till Rosh Hashanah, we have 12 days corresponding to the 12 months of the bygone year, in which every day we can repair, we can fix, we can accomplish this which we were missing, which we missed out during the month. So those are not this in the second station. Let's call it station Chai Elul, the life of Elul. The third one obviously is a very important station, the Rosh Hashanah station. 2 full days of serious contemplation, of accepting God's kingdom, of subjecting ourselves, submitting ourselves, recommitting ourselves to follow the rules of the king. Tamlichuni aleichem. At that moment, the moment of coronation. And this is a 2-day major stop. We're starting out the new year with a new commitment. We're starting out the new year with a new slate. And the commitment is again what? God, I accept your sovereignty. Ten days later, but now what we call this the 4th station, Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur. The day, the awesome day. The day where we kind of get out of our usual self. We remove ourselves from our daily needs. We don't eat, we don't drink, we minimize sleeping. We don't wear the comfort shoes. We do not have marital relationships. We are basically completely and entirely, let's call it, out of this world. a day of forgiveness, a day of oneness, a day where we unify completely. The essence of our being unifies with God. That's the fourth station. And then comes the happy station, the one that is full of music. Some stations are very drab. I shouldn't say drab. Some stations are very serious. But then you have stations you come, it's colorful, it's musical, it's dancing, sifreilach. And that's the station of Sukkot and Simchas Torah. But let's remember, if you're sitting in first class, second class, or third class, the train arrives at the same time. What we need to do is get on the train, not at the last second. Let's get on the train at the beginning. If we didn't get on the train yet, Rosh Chodesh Elul, not too late to get on now. Friends, we are arriving. Destination, Yerushalayim.